We're going to bring to you here in our Persian agate. And it's a full beaded necklace. Jay will talk to you about how difficult it is. I mean, you can just imagine taking a rough, you know, getting a piece of rough and then having to polish it and then turn it into a perfect bead. It's a nightmare, as Jay says, for the cutters to have to do that. So this necklace today is $87.73 with 5 flex payments. That's under $18, and we'll ship it out to you. We gave you a little sneak peek at the top of the hour, and already a tremendous response. It's 18¼ inches in length. There's your 2 3/4 inch extender. And then we have the matching earrings. They're available for $43.64. So Jay, new today, not something we see very often, is the multicolor, when there's lots of different colors of agate. So tell us about this particular Persian agate.
Well, you know, it's really kind of fun. It's interesting. Okay, this is actually Persian material. Now, Persian is now for those. It's modern day Iraq, right? Is what Persia is. So for almost 2 centuries, or 2 decades, not centuries, 2 decades, at least 20 years, maybe a little bit longer. You haven't seen anything out of there as far as materials, right? Nothing. That's where all the, you know, Persian turquoise, right? That's, you know, that was the, you know, the really the first high quality turquoise ever on the market came out of that region. Now you're starting to see actually Persian turquoise come out again. It's coming out, I mean, in small parcels. So you're 10 kilos, 20 kilos. But you're also starting to see materials like this that are starting to appear now. Now, this is a Persian agate. It's the first time we've ever run it, but it's actually well known in the agate world and highly, highly collectible, highly sought after. So I was really astounded when I got the rough material, when we found it, sourced it, and were able to acquire it. And it's a very unique agate. It's a very unusual banding and color. But here again, highly collectible, and it's just something you just haven't seen on the market forever and ever and ever. You know, I've heard about it. I'd never actually been able to buy the rough before we made this purchase.
So this is
it's just a great
brand
look,
new. It's a wonderful look.
Brand spanking new. Right.
You know what I'm going to do,
It's a first time mine find for us.
I'm going to go get some of my color swatches too, because, you know, we talk about the different colors of agate, and this kind of is like the end-all be-all, because it's featuring every one of the most popular colors, from your pink families to the violets to the earth tones. And then I love how some of them even have like multicolors that are, you know, running in between, which is so, so, so pretty. So yeah, it's a beautiful beaded necklace, under $90. I mean, that in itself, again, that's very rarely seen. And Jay, I mentioned, normally one of the biggest nightmares for your cutters is when you personally request them to do beads. Why is that?
Well, when I ask them to do, okay, well, number one, agates are, you know, they're a blessing and they're a curse. They're a blessing because they're so hard that once you put a polish on them, they're gonna look just like that. They will take a glassine, if you polish them right, they will polish up like a mirror finish for which first, you know, any kind of mineral or stone is really amazing. But why they're a curse is because to do that, you have to have something harder than they are to be able to cut them and to be able to polish them. Whatever you're working with has to be a harder substance, a harder material than the agate, which there's very few things. So everything has to be done with all diamond tooling, all diamond blades. Diamond's the only thing that you can cut it with. And when you polish it with industrial diamond, and then you go back and you fine finish it with black sapphire powder. So a powdered sapphire, which is very, very hard. And that's the final buff, the final finish on it. Round beads are everybody's curse and nightmare. Okay? You don't make anything. You know, I try to explain this to a few people. I used to explain it to Connie Craig all the time.
Yeah.
Although I know that she knew what I was talking about, but she didn't. Connie has a unique way of ignoring you. Okay. You know, you kind of have that trait at times too, but not as bad. where they just ignore you, right?
Oh my goodness.
It's that they don't want to listen to the logic of it. But when you cut round
But
beads,
I don't
want you to think
understand
about
that,
this.
Jay. I can hear it right now.
You're very nice. I'm just
I
just
know,
messing
no,
with you.
we're like family,
Okay,
you do that.
But when you do a round bead, you have to start out as a cube, right? So you know, there's nothing that cuts a round bead. It has to be a cube.
Yeah.
So you have to cut the material, cube it out. Well, when you round it off, where does all that material go?
Waste.
It goes into dust.
Yeah.
Right. It's totally wasted. If you want the biggest waste of your rough material, cut something round.
Oh, boy.
I mean, anytime you cut it, you're going to get waste. But anytime you cut round beads, you're going to get maximum waste.
That's what makes that even extra special. Okay, brand new today, our best